Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to Cooking and Eating Adventures with Cola. If you are new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe down below and make sure that post notification bell is turned on all. That way you're notified every single time your girl drops a new video, and give the video a thumbs up. Y'all like my shirts? It says Coca-Cola. Okay, so today we're in the kitchen. We're on our cooking shenanigans per usual, period. And we are going to be making some we're going to be making a roast, okay, with gravy. We're going to be making a roast with some gravy and rice. Technically, I was supposed to make a stew, but I'm like, it's too hot for a stew. But it ain't too hot for no roast with some gravy and rice. So that's what we're going to be doing. I may show the side, I may not show the side, but the main thing is the roast. So, since there's nothing else, my tongue is all twisted. Since there's nothing else left to be said, let's get this thing cracking and smacking. Make sure you see the shirt. Yep, smacking. My son said smacking. Okay, guys, so this is the roast that we are going to be making. This is a tri-tip roast. For those who know your meat, this is a tri-tip roast. We are going to be seasoning this very thoroughly. I am going to pan sear this with flour, and I'm thinking about finishing it in the oven, or I may just finish it on the stove. I'm not sure yet, but let me show you the seasonings that I'll be using. Black pepper, garlic powder, granulated garlic, crushed red, onion, which I'm almost out of. Y'all, I go through seasonings like crazy. Creole, one of the stars of the show. And I use this a lot, but I never really show it on camera. This is called Maggi, or in French it's pronounced, I believe, Maggi, or something like that. My significant other put me onto this, so that's what we'll be using, that. And maybe a little bit of this, okay? Not too much of that, because the Maggi has, the Maggi seasoning has salt in it, so we don't want to over salt it. Okay, so what you see me do on this side, I'll be doing on the other side. So you'll only see me seasoning one side, and then we'll move along. So we're using some garlic first. We're going to go in with garlic. This is garlic. Season it really well. Okay. I feel like you can never go wrong, or you could never use too much garlic like on your meats. Because for some reason, I'm telling you guys, the garlic be seeming like it don't be garlicky enough for me for some reason. So sometimes I have to back it up with like the garlic paste. And then of course I use fresh garlic too, garlic cloves, for like my fresh herbs. So we doing, that was what was that I just put on there? Oh, that was Creole seasoning. Now we're going in with a little bit of black pepper, because I'm going to massage this in. Y'all, I'm out of gloves. I hate touching meat with my hands. I don't know if you guys feel that same way, but ooh, I just don't like doing it. Probably if I don't like touching the meat with my hand, I probably shouldn't want to put it in my body either. Ma'am, sir. Okay, next we're going in with this. Let's see. All right. This is, hold it 1 second. Okay, I'm back. What did I leave off? We did accent. I don't think we did onion powder. I'm probably going to use all the onion powder, because it's only a little bit. Let me know in the comment section where I can find like the huge thing of onion powder. They do not have it at Costco. I think I might try Smart and Final. I think I might have gotten it from there before. Crushed red. And last but certainly not least, we're going to go in with our Maggi's. Maggi's have a very good flavor to it, because it has, in the ingredients, I know there's sugar in it. Yeah. Sugar's in here, and salt, and some other stuff is in here. Onion, chili powder, cloves. It's got a good flavor. Let me show you what it looked like. It's a cube, and I got it from the African store. So this is what it looks like. Maggie's. It's very, very good. I'm gonna just do one on this side and then one on the other side. Because we're gonna make a gravy. And this is some seasoning salt. Just a little bit. And if the meat doesn't have enough salt, well, I'll compensate for that with my gravy, because you know when I make my gravies, I always use, this is my secret recipe. I've been using this since I've been cooking. My mom taught me about using Lipton onion soup mix since I knew about using this in the food, I think since I was around 15 or 16, because I was watching my mom put it in her food. And when I started cooking when I was like around 18, that's when I started putting mine. Okay, so now we're just going to season the other side, and then we will go from there. Okay, now that we have both sides seasoned really well, we are just going to leave this in the pan and put the flour on it. I'm not going to get a bag and try to do it, because I don't need really that much flour on it. But whatever's flour that's left in the pan, I will use it to put on the other side of the roast. And once we flour this down, we will just I'm gonna put it in a pot. I'm gonna put it in a pot in some oil and fry it. And we're just gonna half fry. We can't cook this, we can't fry this all the way done. It's too thick to do that. So we're gonna half fry it, and then I'll show you what the next step will be. We have our pot here. We have our roast here, and it is about to go into the pot. The roast isn't completely covered in flour. I just needed it to be partially covered, just so that it can get that little crust on it, so that I can make my gravy. So that's the most important part. So we're just gonna let that fry, and then we'll flip it over on the other side. And I'm still debating, am I gonna do it in the oven, or am I gonna, I think I'm gonna finish it in the oven, guys. I think that's the best bet, is to finish it in the oven, because it's thick. If it was a pot roast or like a beef chuck roast, I could finish it in a pot, but I think I'm gonna finish this one in the oven. That's how I want it, just like that. Okay. Now that we have our roast nice and coated with a crust from the flour that I fried it in the pot, I put it in the pan because I'm going to finish in the oven. I'm hoping this pan is big enough because I like a lot of sauce gravy when I'm cooking my meat. So hopefully, I'm hoping this pan is big enough, because y'all, I like a lot of sauce. So we have our fresh veggies that we're going to put in it. Right here we got some onions, jalapenos, and some garlic. Bell pepper is optional. Bell pepper, green bell pepper, always give stuff a distinct taste. I wasn't sure if I wanted that taste, so I opted out of using the green bell pepper. So we are just going to put our big pieces of onion in just like this. Now we're gonna go back and put some more onion, because when I make the gravy, I have to make my gravy with onion. So we're just gonna put it right in there. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put all this jalapeno, because I don't want it to be too spicy. I'm not sure how much of the jalapeno. I'll put some. And if it's not enough, I'll put the rest after. Alright. So next we're going to, you can use beef broth or whatever type of broth. This is a beef roast. I would use beef broth or water. Okay, so I'm going to be using water. So we got our water. I'm just going to add some water into the pan. just like this. And this is really going to make the beef broth, okay? Because I'm putting water and it's got onions, bell pepper. I'm sorry, onions, jalapeno pepper, and garlic. So this is going to make the broth. I have the oven heating up to get to a temperature of 450. I'm going to put some foil over this. Oh yeah, and of course, we can't forget this. So we have to add in our Lipton onion soup mix. Just like that. And now we're just going to put some foil on top and wait for the oven to get up to temp. And that's it. On nice and tight. And we are going in the oven. Guys, so it's the next day. I did not finish the roast. I put it in the refrigerator. So I have my beef broth that I was trying to accomplish. I have accomplished it. Here is the beef broth. Remember, I put water, onions, garlic, jalapenos, and then the seasoned meat, and I baked this tri-tip in the oven. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to slice this. It's not done. I'm going to slice it up now. Forgive me if I slice it the wrong way, because I always struggle with slicing against the grain. For some reason, I cannot tell which way is the grain, but hey, I'm going to do the best that I can do. We're going to slice this up. I'm going to use this broth to make the gravy, okay? So, let me see. Are we going to slice it first and then? Yeah, we're going to take the meat out of here, slice it, and then we'll make our delicious gravy with this broth. The little white specks is fat, because you know when it set and got cool overnight, all of the fats came to the top. So I just took all of it out, and still a little bit in there, but that's okay. So yeah, let's get on our way. Okay. So I'm going to try slicing it this way, and if that's the right way, I'll continue, and if it's not, then I'll try slicing it the other way, because I'm not sure if this is the right way to slice. I think it is. This knife is such a good knife, you guys. Look at that. Yeah, we're gonna keep going this way. Yes, sir. We're just putting it right back into the broth, and then I'm gonna take some of that broth and use it to make my gravy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. Gorgeous. All right, so I'm gonna continue to slice, and then we are going to start on our gravy. It's preparing to go back into the oven. It's resting inside of its chicken broth that it made. I have my skillet right here so that I can start on my gravy. And I just put some oil in the skillet. All I need to do is add some flour, and then we'll just go from there. We're not going to use too much. I don't want the gravy to be... I think that's enough. Yeah, I don't want the gravy to be too thick, so that's good right there. That is enough. We're going to let this brown. I'm going to add some more onions because I love a lot of onions in my gravy. I love a good oniony gravy, onion, garlic gravy. You can add bell peppers to this if you choose. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I did not want that bell pepper taste. Bell pepper have a strong taste. I didn't want that taste for this. Now, I've done it before, but I just don't have the taste for it now. So let's make sure our gravy don't burn. And start to mix. the flour around with the oil. As I stated many times before, you just get your flour the color that you want your gravy to be, the color that you want it, not the color that I wanted, not the color that he or she wanted, the color that you want your gravy to be. And once you do that, once you get it to the right color, then you go in and you add your, if you're going to add onions into it, you add the onions, fresh jalapeno, bell pepper, or whatever you choose, okay? Now, I've showed you the trick that if you can't get it the color you want it in here, if you don't want to let it keep cooking because you're afraid you might burn it, you can also do the little trick I showed you before. You get it like this color is perfect, almost perfect. I could start adding onions and broth in this now, and then I could get it to the color I want it later by adding the Lipton onion soup mix. But I'm just going to keep stirring because we're almost there. Look at that color. Okay. I think we're good. So I'm about to start adding onions. Onions going in. And now we're going to start to add some broth. We got our beef broth that we made. Look at that. Yummy. And we're just going to season this. We're going to add some garlic powder. We're going to add some Lipton onion soup mix. We're going to add some sugar. Maybe some black pepper. And I don't think I'm going to add any crushed red pepper because I use 2 jalapenos inside of the pan. So I don't know if it's going to be too spicy or not. Okay guys, so this is the yummy gravy. I'm just now about to pour it over the meat. I've already seasoned it to what I think it needs to be because I can't taste it now because it hasn't cooked. And I'm not going to taste it now because it hasn't cooked. But we're going to keep our fingers crossed. And once it starts cooking, I'll taste it then. There we have it. And we're going to put this in the oven on 475 for 30 to 45 minutes. And that's it. This is how it turns out. Doesn't that look delicious? Look at all the onions. Look at all those onions. The meat is so tender. Look at that. So tender. It has a lot of onions, a lot of jalapenos, garlic, fresh garlic. Came out perfect. I just have to plate it now, guys. And I'm using a paper plate, so don't judge me. Don't judge me. Period. Look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? So tender. Look at those onions. Magnificent. Y'all, the vegetables isn't done. I'm tired of wanting to get this over with, so that's why y'all see the vegetables. But you got to see the main attraction. The main attraction. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Make sure you tell a friend so that friend can tell a friend and that friend can tell a friend. Why? Because sharing is caring. Positive vibes only, guys. Be blessed. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys. Don't forget to keep God first. Be kind, exercise, and drink lots of water. Let's keep God first. Be kind, exercise, and drink lots of water. Now throw up kindness the same way you throw up confetti. Bye, guys. And don't be petty. Well, maybe sometimes. Nah, don't be petty, y'all. Don't be petty. Y'all. This is not my plate, but whoever played it is. They about to bust it down. Until the next time on Cooking and Eating Adventures with Cola. Bon appetit. Bye.